Hi fans! Thanks for clicking the dreaded D Rose report. Got some interesting stuff here at the last about Mike Tyson. He has a wonderful interview. You know how quite frank he is about things. Well, anyway, he's being Mike Tyson, not Frank this time. Hey, as seen on last night's Raw, it appears Ric Flair is back with WWE, at least for the time being. And I don't know, we'll have more on that, his status with WWE in the next few days. Not sure. I'm sure it's not a one-time thing. And after Alberto Del Rio's apparent babyface turn at Sunday's TLC pay-per-view, there's talk within WWE Monday morning of acting like that never happened. I'll tell you more on that in a while. F4W Online reports that Shelton Benjamin gave his notice to Ring of Honor because WWE's interested in him. That's like me getting divorced because some other girl's interested in me. Well, I better leave that alone. Hey, apparently WWE and Benjamin has been negotiating, or they will be anyway real soon. Word is that Benjamin isn't necessarily leaving ROH, but he was released from his contract, so there's a good chance he'll be going to WWE if they come to terms. And Ring of Honor has never stopped anybody from going that way. They hate it, but they always find somebody else, good wrestlers. And after having last night's Raw from Philadelphia, there's talk of using Tommy Dreamer again for special appearances in the future because of his reaction that the crowd gave out. And after an apparent face turn at TLC, Alberto took to Twitter and says he's not going to be a good guy. Alberto tweeted, "Don't any of you get the ideas I'm going to be a good guy. Yeah, I said, if you mess with my best friend, all rules goes out the window." I don't know if he's talking about Rodriguez or not. Did you see Rodriguez, kind of smile on the camera, do one of these things? Babyface. That was kind of funny, I thought. Anyway, as known before, NXT champion Biggie Langston. Biggie. He attacked John Cena at the end of last night's Raw. Several fans took to Twitter and tweeted injured star Ezekiel Jackson, thinking it was him that attacked Cena. Ezekiel has got a pretty good build on him, about like that guy, but he's quite a bit taller. Alright, as of course, we may have forgotten all about Ezekiel. All signs point to Undertaker indeed returning to WrestleMania 29 after Triple H talked about it last night on Raw, accepting the Slammy for Best Match of the Year. Triple H promised fans that we have not seen the last of Undertaker. There's talk also going around WWE that Triple H may be meeting with Bruno Sammartino because they're in Pittsburgh. And Bruno is from Pittsburgh, and Triple H continues to be high on the idea to induct him into the Hall of Fame. Vince is kind of on the fence. He looks at it as he don't want to be, hell with it. And as seen on last night's Raw, RYBACK mentioned Owen Hart when accepting his Slammy Award, and Natalya thanked him via Twitter. He says, "It's important we don't forget Owen. Thank you, RYBACK." Need to tell Diana Hart same thing. Maybe she'll loosen up and let WWE talk about him. Let's see some old footage. Let's see some great wrestler. Man, you just can't forget about that guy. But she apparently wants WWE to, or it's this. I don't know. It's one or the other or both. And Vince McMahon and Triple H, they were praising everyone's work backstage after last Sunday's TLC pay-per-view. And they all had a heart attack right after that, too. But they're okay today. And apparently there was, hang on a second. Oh, guess who's back? There was apparently at least some talk of using TMZ's photos of John Cena and Nikki Bella at her high school class reunion to explain why AJ Lee turned on Cena at the pay-per-view. That'd been a good deal. Anyway, it was a busy night for WWE as the cameras rolled into the Console Energy Center in Pittsburgh tonight. And WWE taped matches for Superstars and Saturday Morning Slam before going to the live commercial-free Super SmackDown at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA Network. Please make a note of it. No commercials. Let's say they won't break for a commercial, but bet me there's going to be a lot of advertising this way of things. What's the matter with you? Yeah? You're trying to bite my nose. Quit. The following live SmackDown, WWE is going to be, following the live SmackDown, WWE taped the December 24th episode of Raw, and tonight's taping would end no earlier than midnight Eastern Standard Time. John Cena, Sheamus taking on Ziggler and Big Show is being advertised for tonight's SmackDown, while Miz is going to be hosting Miz TV with Ziggler and AJ Lee. And I don't know if that tag team is for the local crowd or not, but we'll find out, won't we? When? All right. Remember, WWE is going to be focusing on tonight on SmackDown. Their talking points is going to be Miz TV welcomes the happy couple. Vicky's kind of pissed, ain't she? Will Big E Langston make his presence known during the main event? And Kofi Kingston seeks retribution against Wade Barrett. I don't know if you've seen Kofi's knee all split open on the internet. Like Kofi. Yeah. And who's going to be gaining the tag team title momentum? Other surprises we'll have for Booker T tonight. There's going to be surprises. All right, WWE website spoke to Ricky Steamboat and Gene Okerlund about returning to last night's Raw. Steamboat talked about how Ric Flair's return was such a big surprise to everyone, TNA included. WWE.com also spoke to Flair after returning last night. Flair said he was overwhelmed and loves being a part of everything. Flair likes the attention of the fans and individual people too. Anyway, Flair called WWE best place in the world, the only place in the world to work. And Flair also talked about how loyal he is to WWE. Flair asked about CM Punk. Flair said to give him 60 days and he would be able to tangle with the the WWE champion. Don't know if he's talking about dancing with him or fighting. As seen on Raw last night, Tommy Dreamer did a return for a 6-man match, but later attacked by Dean Ambrose, Rollins, and Reigns backstage. WWE website has footage of Dreamer being attended to by trainers and officials at backstage. All right, hey, happy birthday, Stone Cold Steve Austin, 48 years old, and today is also Trish Stratus's birthday. She ain't 48, 37. RVD turns 42. And noted earlier that Sin Cara is battling through, a lot of knee issues, and after last night's Raw, there's increasing concern that Sin Cara will be taking some time off soon. This could throw a kink in WrestleMania plans for the second year in a row. As last word, WWE officials still looking at doing Sin Cara versus Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. And remember, they wanted to do lucha masks. Everybody wearing a luchador mask all over the place for a world record. We'll see. Hey, WrestleMania is still quite a ways off. The decision to have Naomi win the Diva Battle Royal at TLC was made midweek after pulling AJ Lee from the match. But a lot of people in WWE are high on Naomi and her athleticism, but the feeling is she needs some more work experience. WWE website released CM Punk's new Need to Faces t-shirt and In Captivity Brodus Clay t-shirt. Alright, dark match before last night's Raw was Alex Riley beating Michael McGillicuddy. As of a few days ago, the lawsuit with WWE and TNA has not been settled. The suit still exists, but it's said that TNA hasn't done anything with it in a long time, and WWE feels like there's nothing to the suit, and the ball is in TNA's court. All right, now this is you got to hear this. Mike Tyson. They asked him, would he wrestle for WWE? He said, yeah, definitely. I'm healthy. I am, I think. I would do it. He said, if you have to be in shape. You can't just come on the street and do this stuff. He says, I did a little wrestling before in there during rehearsal, and I have you have to be in top shape. He said, you got to work out. You're going to get hurt, so you have to be in shape the way you make your sure that you limit damages to yourself. He said, before boxing, I was a WWF fan. He says, I like the soap opera for men, and that's what poor inner city kids did. He said, we watch these guys wrestle, and we fantasize about them being in the glory and the fighting that they get. He didn't say anything about the money. Then he was asked by Floyd Mayweather beating Big Show at WrestleMania 24. He said, oh, ready for explosives? Anyway, he says, I'm so mad when they did that shit. He said, Floyd can't beat no Big Show. That's bullshit. Says, I'm sorry. I forgot I was doing an interview, but he said he was fighting one of my boys. He said, when you step into their field, you let them be kings in their field, which is true. So don't bring guys into the field that makes them look bad on their own mat. He said, I don't like that. I'm a fan. From a fan's perspective. He said, I didn't like that. And the excitement about working with DX and Steve Austin in 1998, he says, I didn't want that to ever stop. He's sucking my thumb again. What's wrong with you? I guess it's time. I guess it's time to go feed him. Thanks for clicking, you guys. We gotta go.